Everybody, welcome to the Thursday edition of Proline. You can see Jim Feist, and you can see most of me. I'm kind of in a little bit of a shadow with Ted Williams there behind me. I'm Dave Koken. We've got a couple of good college basketball games to look at, and, we haven't really talked much about it yet, but it is getting closer. We're a little more than a week away now from the big game between the Steelers and the Packers, and Jim, news is starting to filter through from both teams. And as usual, we're finding out a player here or there is dinged up and might not be able to play.
It looks like Ponzi, the center for Pittsburgh, which is a big loss. I think they're declaring him out for the game, high ankle sprain. That's a big loss. With Green Bay's a good team, good defensive line. It's going to be tougher to protect Roethlisberger, but I think with the amount of time they have to prepare for this, Pittsburgh will make a couple adjustments, and they have a pretty decent backup as well. So at least they have time to correct the problem if they can.
Yep. And
as far
meanwhile, it certainly looks as though, maybe the economy's part of it because things are looking a little bit better, but I think the matchup's got a lot to do with it. They're really expecting this to shatter all the records. I think there's good reason for that, too, because it is the type of game where you can make a strong case for either team to win the game. And we're going to see a ton of betting on this game, Jim.
Well, you don't have much resistance there let's for example, let's say if Green Bay was a 10-point favorite and there were a lot of people that like Green Bay, they'd have a hard time, pulling the trigger and say, I'm going to lay 10 with my team. In this case, you're really just picking the winner. There is a slight chance it could land one or two, but you're just picking the winner. So if somebody likes Green Bay, they're going to bet them.
Yep.
If somebody likes Pittsburgh, they say, good, I'm going to bet them, and I'm going to get a couple extra points to boot. One of the things about the Super Bowl, if you like a team, either side of these, especially the underdog, you get a little value. You like Pittsburgh? Bet them on the money line. It's you get a little bit better price. You're not laying the price, and chances are, if they're going to cover, they're going to win.
Well, let's find out what you've got going for a special down at the office today. Let people get it in on that. It's been good lately, and no reason it's going to stop.
Got a big high roller play today, Dave. It's a $500 game, and as a promotion, which we always have some kind of promotion, it's $25, and it's guaranteed to win, or the next 7 days are free. This is a high roller play. A lot of my big customers play as much as $20,000 on these games. Big money, big game, guaranteed to win. The next 7 days are free if it doesn't win, and it's only $25. So make the phone call to 1-866-841-1655. That's 1-866-841-1655. And as we mentioned yesterday, we do have free plays available each and every day. And all you have to do is text WINNER, WINNER, to 313131 on your phone, and we will send you free plays each and every day. So it's real easy. And, of course, you got the website you can go to all the time also, ProLineTV.com. We have information there, games there, stats there, write-ups there, free plays there, everything you want. So there's lots of ways to win. But the one thing you should take advantage of today is call the number 1-866-841-1655.
All right, well, let's get started with one of the matchups tonight, and it's Michigan taking on Michigan State. It has been a bizarre stretch for the Spartans, to put it mildly, and now Lucius, talented kid, but he's apparently he's not paying attention to detail, evidently, and he is now suspended for the season.
This is live TV, Dave, yeah. So you know how. Hello.
His mom says that he is going to transfer. I think this is going to be addition by subtraction. Michigan State's a pretty good favorite in this game, but I really like this play. This is a game I'm going to give out tonight. I bet it myself. I think you're going to see Michigan State put together one of their best efforts of the season tonight. It's a rivalry game, obviously. They're all in the Big Ten, but this one takes on a little more heat because it's Michigan State. The Wolverines are a very young team. They've looked fatigued to me in watching them lately. I think that the rigors of Big Ten play are catching up with this squad right now. And I have a feeling, and you can call this a gut feeling if you want, because it's not really supported by the stats. Michigan State isn't playing that well. But I think Michigan State is going to come out and put together a big, big game tonight. I think they're going to blow Michigan off the floor. I'm looking for about a 20-point win in this contest. It's a good opinion for me, and I expect this one to win, Jim.
Well, you sound very strong on it, Dave. I mean, you're and I'm not going to argue with you because I really don't have a side in the game. Michigan State has been a money burner this year. I mean, people that are backing them has been absolutely getting killed. Now, you might say, why would you want to, and this is the contrarian type situation where, why would you want to back a team that's a money burner, laying 10.5 points? Well, maybe they should be laying 14 or 15 points, but because they're a money burner, the odds makers have changed the line a little bit to adjust to that. I'm looking at the game, open 10.5. It's 10.5 everywhere. Most of the 10.5 has not moved very much. The total is 126. Do you like the over and under at all, Dave? Any opinion there?
No, not really.
Neither one of us play too many college basketball totals, but we play a lot of them in pro football. We play a lot of totals, but when you get into college basketball, we don't seem to go there too much. But a lot of people do. A lot of people focus on that stuff. This Michigan team is young. They have a slight winning record on the year, but last year they went to Michigan State. They lost the game by 16 points. I'm probably looking at that happening again here tonight. We got one more big game going, Dave. What do you got going? Anything big?
Well, I've been running my Super Bowl special, so let's keep that out there because people seem to like it. It's a good opportunity to get a lot of plays for a very small price and to cash in with the big game as well. This gets you all my action and all my under the hat releases, and we're going to do it for 2 full weeks. So for those who may not have signed up yet, it was just for the Super Bowl, but I want to make sure everybody gets 2 full weeks. Every action play and under the hat release I've got in basketball. No complaints with those for the most part. And my Super Bowl side and total, and I've done very well with the big game over the years and expect to nail it once again. And I've had a monster run in the NFL playoffs. Might be my best NFL playoffs ever. I've only lost 1 game, so it's been really good. The number to call is 1-866, excuse me, 841-1665. That's 1-866-841-1665. You're going to get 2 very good plays tonight. I've got plays on Fresno State, Nevada. There's going to be an under the hat play, plus you get an action selection. Those are included. So you're going to make that $49 back tonight, even if you're a small player. Make the call, 1-866-841-1665. I've also got my featured solid gold play for the day. That's available at ProlineTV.com. It's just $25. And those games have done extremely well lately as well. So make sure you're in on these games and grab some profits for yourself. Team that has not made their backers any money this year. No profits for you if you've been betting Mississippi State. They've had a rough time of it this year. Vanderbilt has had a very good season, but Vandy hasn't played a lot of road games, so we'll see what they can do here. Vanderbilt is favored in this contest by about 7 points as they go into Starkville to face Mississippi State. And the Bulldogs have had a lot of internal problems. I think everybody remembers the Christmas tournament they were in. 2 players getting a fight in the stands, suspended. One of them, who was one of the captains, leaves the team. He's transferred out. Renato Sidney, the more talented guy, is playing. They got their point guard back, and Mississippi State did put together a couple of good games, but they went out last Saturday and got absolutely croaked on the road. So it's really tough to back this team right now, but at the same time, Vanderbilt has never been as trustworthy on the road as they've been at home in SEC play. Kind of a big number for them to be laying away from home, but certainly I think the odds makers kind of know what they're doing, making Vanderbilt a good favorite here. It's tough to back Mississippi State right now.
Well, it is, but, a lot of things that I do is I watch line movements and I watch a lot of times I know where money's coming from and who might be playing a game. This particular game opened 7.5, and right now it's moving at the moment. I'm watching it. Just went from 7.5 to 7 to 6.5 down to 6.
Wow.
I mean, that's happening right now as I'm watching the screens. And this is everywhere. It's painted. It's like 18 different books that I'm watching at the moment. So there's a lot of money coming in on Mississippi State. Now,
and that's not
when you look at the
either.
overall season, you're basically looking at Vanderbilt, a 15-point favorite, when you take all the math and goes into the numbers. So there's been a change here. And part of the change could be, Mississippi State did have some problems early, as you had mentioned, Dave. And now we're looking at this Renardo Sidney and D. Boston, and their head coach Stenson could pull one of the big. They're going to come out tonight fired up for this game. Now, Vanderbilt is getting a lot of credit off of what happened the other night when they were at home against a non-conference game, St. Mary's, and that's a good team, but probably not as good as everybody gives them credit for. They go down there to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt's a 5-point favorite, and they win the game by 19.
Mm.
Now, if you give them a game rating off that game, 109, which is huge. Now, people look at that and say, whoa, that's pretty hot. But, in the SEC, winning on the road as a favorite, a 7-point favorite, 7.5-point favorite, it's a whole different animal. Now, the last game that Mississippi State played at home was against Auburn. They won by 19, laying 10, but Auburn's horrible. We got to expect that. Another thing is they played the same St. Mary's team back December 29th.
That was here
on a neutral court.
Yeah, that was
neutral
right
court,
here.
and they lost the game by 22.
Right. That was
22-point loss.
That was when they were having their problems.
Yes.
Lost wasn't there, and that was after the fight, so they were very short-handed. That game was here in Las Vegas, I believe.
Is that a Vegas game?
Yeah.
I think the big question here is, does Mississippi State have their head together? And a team like this with the internal issues that they've had, they have more talent than being this big a dog to Vanderbilt at home under normal circumstances. But when you look at this line movement, and this is again outside the box kind of handicapping, look at this line movement. Somebody out there is putting a lot of money on the dog now. I mean, you take 18 bookmakers across the world, and you see the line move from 7.5 to 6. I'm not sure what that is, but I respect it. So
that's
how
not
to respect
money.
That? Pardon me?
That's not public money.
No, you can't move that much money that widely to make the line move 1.5 within a very short period of time. The public can't do that. And plus the public is not really that sophisticated to zero in on one game. This is either one group or one big bettor moving a lot of money.
Yep.
Now they let me put this out there. It's 4 o'clock this afternoon. This game tips off, which is 7 o'clock Eastern, and they're moving this game now from 7.5 to 6. So what you have to do throughout the day is, when you're into the business like I am and make your living doing this, I'm going to watch this line, because what can happen is they call false leads. They've taken the dog here with the intention of coming back on the favorite later, because this is very early in the day to move a number like this, unless you think it might have moved away from you as the day went on. So what I'm saying is you have to be careful. This is a very large move. A lot of money here. Yep. So again, talking about a lot of money moves. I have a big platinum high roller play tonight. It's not this game that we're talking about. It is another game that I like very much. It's a $500 game. That's right. People pay $500. They might bet $25,000 on this game. And it's guaranteed to win, or the next 7 days are free. And as a promotion, it's only $25 to anybody that calls 1-866-841-1655. Also, you want text plays every day sent right to your phone, free? Just text WINNER, WINNER, to 313131, and or go to Proline TV, and you can watch these videos and a lot of other stuff that we have on that site. So it's going to be a big night tonight, Dave.
I think so, in a big 2 weeks. And again, you can get 2 full weeks of basketball winners for just $49, and that's going to include my side and total in the big game. Things have been very good for the most part lately. I mean, we're going to hit a bump in the road now and then, but my clients are making money right now. And if you want to do the same, you just make one phone call and you're ready to go. 1-866-841-1665. $49. I'll have you up and running in a matter of a couple of minutes, and you'll get tonight's games. And I think you'll be getting to the winner's circle with these 2 hookups. We will be back, coming back tomorrow, and then the weekend edition of Proline, where we'll have all the guys on and be ready to fire out some great stuff as we start looking deeper at the Super Bowl. So make sure and stay with us every day here on Proline.
We're going to cover. Are we covering some props tomorrow too, Dave?
I don't know if we're going to do that tomorrow or not, but you know what? I'm getting ready to, so maybe we can start firing those out.
If we have some good props, that might be fun to talk about. There's always, the props are interesting because not everybody can get them. It's difficult. Every bookmaker deals different numbers, but they don't put as much energy and much time into making the numbers. You can find a lot of soft spots. You can get you can't bet as much on them. But you can find a lot of soft spots and make some pretty good profit out of these propositions.
Well, they're also fun. They really are. Because you see stuff that you're certainly not going to see during the regular season. So we'll have a good time with that. No way to handicap the coin toss as far as I know, though. That one we'll have to stay away from.
Okay, we'll stay away from that one.
All right, Jim, I'll see you later. And folks, thanks for watching, and have yourselves a great day.
Thank you.